Looks like we're live. Okay. Poggers. Oh. How does this look? That could fit. That fits. If we wanted to. Okay, so we shift that over. We shift that over a bit to the left, to the right. I have a sense of direction, I swear. How's it going, Arm? I'm working on this for an event that I'm running, and y'all on YouTube might actually not know about this, but the TLDR is that I'm actually in charge of a tournament now. Kind of happened completely by accident. This has been in the works. Or the concept's been there for a while. Concept has been there for a while, but the execution... Oh, okay. So you're very aware. Yeah. If you're coming to compete, then the goal is to have qualifiers out in a bit. We're going to be doing them through the CTM website. So hopefully they're not snags. If not, then stay tuned. There is a YouTube video that I have not started yet, but in theory I have all the footage for and a good enough script for that I'm going to try and release before the end of the year. And yeah, there's a lot to do, so we're going to be trying this out. I'm going to maybe wait a bit because I really want feedback on like how this looks, how some of the effects look, and how like it's going to sort of play. Because there are some things that I think I haven't actually tested on this screen yet, and I think they look kind of cool, but also might not. And then the other thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be just straight up playtesting everything, because we're going to be playtesting because I think things might break. I'm sorry, yeah, Arm, I actually do not remember this at all, unfortunately, but usually takes me a couple of tries. To really lock in the face. Yeah! So this is sort of going to be a preview for the way that we're going to be doing the tournaments. We're going to be using a completely new format that I invented. Oh jeez, I hope my computer is okay. I think the load looks quite concerning. And yeah, the way that this works is that instead of like just like picking one like set of levels, one line cap, and picking only one place where the line cap applies, I thought, what if we just did all of them? So this is designed just like for this competition, and just designed in a way to try and emphasize what's gonna happen, because I think it'll be quite interesting. I think it's gonna be interesting. I think it might not actually mean anything in the long run in terms of like how games actually play out, but it'll maybe some strategy. But basically, I want a counter pick system. Sort of. Maybe counter picks is not the right word for it. Do I die? Yeah. Yeah, I probably should not be. Cannot be going for perfect, since my goal is to go through all 16 combinations. So yeah. We need to wait for more people to come. Because the primary purpose of like doing this through a stream instead of just in my own time is so that I can get people's feedback on how things look. Because I'm being a bit opinionated with the way that I'm implementing certain things, just in the sense that like I have to make decisions, obviously. And some of these decisions end up being different from the existing standards. In some ways. The sense of like different visual effects. I'm stupid. Yeah. Different visual effects, like slightly different implementation. I sort of talked about this in Discord already too. But yeah. Hoping for some good discussions, some good feedback, maybe even some other ideas. I'm not against like completely reworking one of these areas. But for now, we're just gonna be playing. You don't understand it? It should become pretty clear in a bit. I just need to get a game going. All the way to the end. And so far, as you can see, I'm like been doing that quite poorly. This is a very monochrome board. Not on you. Then afterwards, maybe we do some crash attempts, just for fun. And... Ooh. The MIT ROM hack. It'll become more clear what exactly like makes it like significant. If I can just finish a freaking game. Jeez. Nice. Did I get game crash? Nah, unfortunately, but I gotta test this out sooner than later. Because game crash is no longer on a time limit, but Boston Tea parody very much is. Yeah, of course, of course. Actually, I hadn't thought about making the source code public. I could, it's just kind of awkward. But regardless, I'd always be more than happy to just like talk to people about it if they had questions. Hey, thanks, Alan. Probably not gonna do runs, that many runs at least, because today is is more business in a sense. But I am hoping you'll stick around because I'm streaming this in particular to get actual feedback from actual people. What am I getting feedback on? It will be easier to demonstrate. So all that will require is for me to finish a game. And that can be exceptionally difficult at times. At 1489, don't clear a single. Oh, wow. I can avoid the crash to get more points. I can also score Tetrises. I feel like this transition should have been better. But I'm pretty sure I played the second half as good as I could. Sufficiently. Yeah, this round's all right. I was pretty clean. I think on some level, Matthew, I always am. I'm playing on the ROM hack, yeah. This is kind of crazy for a post. No, I think it's just very good. I think just good, clean gameplay. I uncapped score right on this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Good. Wow. This wasn't even 600 transition. Oh, shoot. I went really greedy. Yes. Yeah, that's 670 posts. Oh, jeez. Okay, we cannot. We can't do it. Don't know why I didn't notice that before, but yeah. That feels really bad. Yeah, okay, that's bad. You see what the ROM hack is, but you don't until now. Why garbage? Because I'm testing something out. Congrats on the vinyl. Thank you. Thank you. Why score Tetris if I can avoid the crash? Because that's slower? I don't know. I don't think that's like necessarily less risk. Okay. Yeah, no, it looks completely different on my TV. I'm actually kind of a fan of it. So, the way that the Boston Tea parody matches will work is that players will cooperatively decide what the format is. Except they're not really cooperating, they're just kind of both contributing to it. So the way that it happens, like, okay, let's say I'm player 1 and this guy is player 2. For the very first game, player 1 is going to pick a row. And what the row does is it controls the range of levels. So we have something like this that is going to encourage like super aggressive play, kind of vintage. And then we sort of bring it all the way back, sort of like a middle ground. And then we have 18 to 39. And then we have 19 to 39, which is actually transition training. 19 to 39 is fasters. I believe I accidentally loaded up the debug version, so this is just going to immediately go on level 20. Yeah. Okay, this is good to test because floor increases entry delay. I don't know why. So I'm going to have to debug that later. Did I remove the delay the garbage lines have? I didn't. I didn't know there was a delay. Is this quick? Also, hi Kriava. I copied the trick that I used to do this from Jim. So, garbage. Menu looks great when cut off for church. Yep, it was designed with stencils in mind. Because for the event we wanted to use Nestor Champs. I wanted to use Nestor Champs, but I was told by a lot of things it's just so complicated to set up, such a beast. So we're gonna go with just stencil type stuff. And because, if you recall, I worked on this OCR thing, we can actually use this on the captures and maybe derive stats from that. And this is good because the way that a full-blown Nestor Champ setup would work would end up requiring us to like not really have a fallback. Immediate after transition, yeah, it was entry delay. Do I plan to break all 3 of his records? I want to... What are the 3? What's the 3rd one? There's score, there's lines... What's the 3rd? What is this ROM? This is the Boston Tea parody. This is the Boston Tea parody ROM. It is a custom ROM hack I'm making for my live events, January 13th, by the way. Room 32141. And we're trying stuff out. Okay, so let's pick a different cap. Let's pick 1834, and let's try a double kill screen. Lines and level are like the same thing, right? Nice, very nice. Yeah, I know. I definitely felt the delay. You could see it with the misdrops. Is it? I guess from what you're saying, is it like really easy to fix? Yeah, I guess I didn't. Is higher floor one of the options? Yeah. So the options right now, there's floor, There's double kill screen. There's invisible. And then the only one of these that is not featured in Tetris Gym already is Noro. Oh, okay, it's perfect. I'll do that after this one. And while I'm at it, I'm actually going to build the not debug version so that I can actually play. Yeah, there is Noro. If people have ideas, if people still have ideas for like exotic line caps, I'm still very open to considering them. Because I think a lot of this is just going to be decided on my whim at the end of the day. With, of course, like a measured amount of community feedback, but I want to create interesting things. No, I decided not to, Rhubarb. I think, yeah, we're gonna go with four types of line caps regardless. I think garbage and floor might be a bit too similar, and floor is at least less alien. I don't know. Open to trying it out. No row stands for no rotation, correct? Yeah. I like no row because like it's technically like very possible to get like more lines, but you're gonna die very quickly, and that feels appropriate. The downside about it is that you can't really get Tetrises. So I guess, yeah. I wonder if like counterpick theory will actually matter. That's the one thing. I'm like also like realizing that a lot. I think the options that I have don't really matter too much if they're all going to be played anyways. Miles versus Allenbot type comeback. Yeah. Those are cool. Scooty's the only one, yeah. Though I will say a lot of other people have potential. Gerald Freeman is obviously the most prominent of them. Sidnev, I think, when motivated, can very consistently increase her overall lines PB. Andy was like got like a stupid skip of like hundreds and hundreds of lines in his PB. So I think if he like figures out how to set his TV correctly, then it's just up to whether he wants it. No, next box has a line cap. That works. It feels a bit pedestrian. Though that might be unfair. That's just my gut reaction. Appreciate the suggestion though. Yeah. So yeah, overall, this ROM hack is by no means original. I think it just all lies in the presentation. And it like doing very specific things for my event that I wanted to do. Yeah, and I had a bunch of ideas for like effects and like cool stuff that I had to scrap because they just didn't end up working out good. But yeah. I think it will be actually be kind of nice just to like play not intense Tetris for a while. Because like fundamentally all I want to do is just check that everything's in order, which it should be. The floor thing is annoying, but apparently that's easy to fix. And of course, that's all thanks to Kuryava having done this work before and making their results open source. No, I'm just gonna go with EverDrives. That is production costs. That is unpredictable. Though, okay, actually, two things. One, Eric's coming. I think, pretty sure. Kind of need to check with him. I think he's bringing a CRT, so I hope he does. And he knows how to make carts. That'd be kind of sick. Maybe give it as a prize for the top 4. I would finance that happily. Second off, we need art. We need a logo for Boston Tea Parody. I have this idea of just like Tetris Minos like sort of swimming around in like a teacup that is face down, or a teacup that we're looking at from a bird's eye view. Whoops. That's probably ripped. Actually, no, we can convert this. 95 bars. Okay, this is fine. Really dumb stacking. I believe that is back-to-back 1.2 into kill screen. Oh no! Wait, I was supposed to test 34! Shoot! Okay, that was a waste. The teaspoon in the Tetris Semi-Pros logo. I did not know about this. Does no row have random rotation? It's just defaults. Because that way, like, there you can at least like sort of use strategy. So, okay. This is the ROM hack. Looks a bit different. As you can see, I have very meticulously arranged all the UI elements so that they are possible. So that they are viewable even from the stencil. So the way this works, there's a seed. Right now the seed doesn't actually do anything. Because I haven't implemented SPS yet, but that should not be too bad. But yeah, so there are 16 total options. All right, 4 like different ranges of levels, and 4 different types of line caps. So in my tournaments, the grid is important because it's going to show what line caps are available and what level ranges are available, and players are going to sort of collaborate to pick which one they're going to be playing. Oh! Wait, where does it do this? Play state received garbage. I don't see this. Oh, because I'm on the this is gem. Shoot. Did I change anything? Nope. main.asm f nms garbage. Okay, done. And then now we are going to, okay, get rid of that, /build.sh. And yeah, okay, give me a sec. I'm going to replace the thing and we're gonna try out the new floor. So this goes here. Yeah. Why don't I wear a glove with everyone? Oh, Chad is able to answer for me now. That's fantastic. Yeah. Choosing maps at the beginning. Yeah, so the nice thing is, why don't all other players use lotion preference? Lots of stuff. It works better for me. I have tried glove. I am fairly confident it is not better for me. So replace, all right. Oh, yes, the card is right there. Boston.ness. Daniel has tried glove. Yep. Okay. So yeah, let's try fasters. Yeah, this stream's hard to explain, but basically this is a ROM hack that I made. So like I went into the game code, I changed it, and the reason I'm doing this is because I'm running a tournament that's gonna have a custom rule set. The way this custom rule set works is that people are gonna be picking lots of different like types of line caps. So I need to test that all these line caps work and also get feedback on how they'll look. So the one that I'm going to be attempting to trigger right now is going to take a few minutes to get there. Is called floor. And what this means is that there's going to be a rising floor every level after the kill screen. After the, or I guess the threshold, I should say. In which case, in this case, it is level 39. This is Faster Masters, yeah. I kind of wanted to add in like every, basically, so like this is like every like mode, every capped mode that has existed, plus like a couple of extras that I think are fun. I'm considering replacing the 18 to 34 with 18 to 49 though. I don't know, kind of just feels like I should have something like that, like something that has like a really long kill screen, because right now everything is pretty... Is there a 0 line cap? Nah, Sonny. Welcome on in, by the way. I will hug the penguin after this game. Glove is most important if you sweat a lot. Sometimes the sweat like helps half the time though. And I think if you're good about like wiping it off on your pants during line clears, then you can mitigate a lot of like the negatives. And honestly, I don't like wearing glove. And above all, the most important thing when playing this game is feeling comfortable. Yeah. You can think of it like Jastrus, if you've ever played the 2-minute lobbies, where in order to like force games to actually end, the floor starts rising. All right, here we go. Let's I'll try and go a bit aggressive, but I just want to make it to the end. that's a great start. It's gotta suck. No, so I haven't implemented that either. Rhubarb. My idea is that I'm going to keep the top score field empty, and then when you get a max, I'm going to replace the top score with your max out line count. So that should be digit, like 190.22 or something. And then that's 6 characters, so that fits perfectly. And then you just keep playing as long as you want. Which means that we need a way to show the top score on the on our layout. I had originally wanted to like try something where like you show text actually on the board itself. Like, you know how like Nestress Champs has the profile pictures sort of like translucents on the board? I kind of wanted an effect similar to that, but it just does not work. Oh, what if I tried a dithering thing? Nah, I think that's just too complicated. It doesn't work because then like there's like text like on the board that the player is looking at, and that was annoying for me. And like I wanted the mechanic in the first place. Personally, you don't like faster masters? Well, good thing people are going to be forced to try different line caps during our events. That's another mechanic. You can't pick the same thing. You can't pick the same option twice in a match. So I did this because I want to show off more of the game modes, or at least try to. I think what's going to happen in practice is like what's been happening now during this stream. The people are just going to die before the line caps anyways, and then it barely matters. But I want the option, and I think I'm pretty confident that we'll see at least some interesting things. This is all done in assembly, and I'm very fortunate to have, like, one, a lot of experience with assembly, two, getting started with NES Tetris ROM hacking has never been easier. Decent game. And three, I have good friends who understand certain parts of the code base way better than I do, who can help me out. And they'll help anybody out because they're just that kind of people. Okay. So, good start. This one. Actually, you know what? I've decided I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep 1834. Because I want to see more line caps. People barely make it to kill screen, barely make it to 39 as it is. Little known fact. Oh, that's really nice. Thanks, Karava. I was actually the first person to ever get a max out on the transition trainer mode. It was like 200 and something lines lining out on kill screen. And that was insane because I also held the lines world record at the time. Man, I'm really digging the dithering on the screen. Okay, GG. That works really good. This is fine. This is six side. This is six side. Six side is chillin'. Which editor do I use? I use neither of them. It doesn't really matter because there isn't a lot of specialized tooling for the 6502. I think I will be playing Tetris. Yeah. So that's Rising Floor, and that's and we've confirmed that it works on the. Let's try Invisible. Let's try Invisible. And let's try 1834. You hate the Rising Floor? Why? Hate's a very strong word, my friend. You like No Cap November? Oh, you're one of those people. Honestly, I think I should have gone for the bits there. Oh no! I did not realize the board would look like that. I'm okay with burning a line lapis if I expect it. Knowing when to burn lines is an important skill. Like now would be nice. Be fantastic if my board didn't look like this, but here we are. Well, here we are again. A lot of us on YouTube like the no cap form. That's interesting. Why do you think this is the case? Because I also see the YouTube people as the people who aren't coming out, who did it, who resisted coming out to the Twitch streams. And that seems like the move, that seems like the decision of a person who likes shorter form content. More condensed. That's really hard to answer. Hilston. It's because you can skip. That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, that's just kind of hard to answer. I think it's just... I think a lot of like just the moves or your thought process becomes subconscious. Man. I have to say, it's just like, keep in mind that, like, okay, we both topped out, I think, at about the same time. And, like, I think we were both making some, like, very, like, silly, like, rotation misflips. And those were, like, directly the causes of our death. Like, me, I didn't double flip the piece correctly, even when I was high up, and if I did, then I had the potential to bring down the board down to much more manageable states. Sindev's flip went like the wrong way that it was supposed to. I think it was the game 5. Like the final game of the grand finals of probably the most intense match in Classic Tetris history, definitely in our careers. Nerves were fucking crazy. Like, it happened to both of us, and I was like fortunate that I managed to grab a couple Tetrises earlier. That's just how it is. I don't know, it's like, so if you're a piano player and you're like sight reading something, you're probably very good at sight reading. Like, it's not something that's you probably practice a lot, but you're pretty good at it. So how much time do you spend looking ahead? Looking ahead for the next few measures? How much time do you spend playing, or like focusing on like where to put your hands? There's a lot that's going on there, but it probably all derived from like very incremental progress. That's quite high. No, it was like, I think what you're talking about is that we didn't know. We didn't like really know for sure what was happening on the other board. Cause like rationally you could be like, yeah, like she definitely could have known that like she was behind, because like I was getting Tetrises and she wasn't, and like she was digging, but you also hear that like the other person tops out, so you think. So I think the gut reaction is to think that maybe you have a chance. And for me, it's like I had a feeling I was ahead, but I didn't know what happened until I looked over at Sidnev's screen and saw that the game was finishing up. It's just hard. It's really hard to play well for such a long period of time. What are you talking about, Lapis? What am I thinking very hardly about? What is the ROM hack? This is the Boston Tea parody ROM hack. I'm calling it the MIT ROM hack because it's for a live event that's going to be hosted at MIT. Okay. In fairness. That would have been hype as fuck. Gerald's crazy at Invisible Tetris, yeah. Wait, Lapis, I'm curious. What am I what am I saying is that deep? Yeah. Alex Centerwell 29 is quite good, but I don't think he'll be sticking with that in the long run. And that's just because, like, if consistent right well is possible and, like, efficiency is going to matter, which, like, we are on the verge of it mattering. What is he doing? Then, like, you cannot reliably be center welling against an equally skilled opponent who is right welling. I was talking about Alex T. What am I doing? Lapis, you still haven't answered my question. What was I overthinking? Everything. That's so specific. With all due respect, Lapis, you are not in a position to be making that call. Wait, was Rhubarb banned? Oh, it was probably Benstein from Beeplemonk. You mentioned this before, I think. This sounds vaguely familiar. Joseph, I am pretty sure, has moved on. Rolling is not a thing that you put time into unless you really, really, really like the game. And I think that aspect of playing was just gone. So he decided to go to other interests, and those other interests include not being in the CTDM server. Hey, Mari. You can be online on Discord and not care about CTM, not be like looking at Tetris stuff specifically. I don't know. I know nothing about the real thing is that I know nothing about what he's been up to. I'm pretty sure none of us really do. So like we can speculate, but that's literally all that can happen. How did this end up being 600k possible? That's goofy. It's hard to say, I think. Like if you can't kill screen like deep, then you're kind of just screwed. This applies to rollers as much as it does to tappers because you need skill at rolling in order to be able to like go deep kill screen. And people who are newer do not have the time to develop that skill. Cheese has effectively retired, I think. He did all he wanted. Okay, I need to stop making sounds of like absolute disgust whenever I do like the slightest misdrop. It is not productive for anybody. Because right now it's a reflex. That's bad. That's nice. It's been almost an hour and I have not gotten to kill screen enough to show off like literally like 3 of the game. Like no, I've only shown off 1 kill screen. That's I need an editor because my plan is to release this to the people who are going to release this to everybody so the people who are going to go to the event can like train on this ROM if they care. And like having to like play all this time just to reach double kill screen is a bit annoying, I think. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I think I might have like I might just have like just release the debug version alongside it. Okay, this is 34, right? Yeah. Another thing I need to do is show the level range alongside. This sucks. Okay, so I think this should be invisible pieces. Okay. There is something here very specific that now that you've observed, I want your feedback on. Okay, first off, there we go. Okay, so first off, obviously the next box flickering is like bad. Bro, just do 29 star. Yeah, the problem is I kind of disabled the level select in this. I think the next box flickering, or I think the current piece flickering. I think that looks kind of cool. One block on the bottom left bugged out and was visible. That's intentional. So the difference between this and the Tetris Gem invisible mode is that blocks that have already been placed remain visible. I really like how this looks. Yeah, no, the dither looks so pretty on my capture. Yeah, this is the invisible line cap of the MIT ROM hack. So yeah, okay, yeah. There's not a great way to show these off quickly. I'll show it off again. Yeah, so the corner after was a block that was already placed. So you'll notice that like the board didn't entirely turn invisible at the turn. Yeah. No, a lot. Okay, so to give 100% credits where credit is absolutely due, most of these ideas are stolen from Kuryaba. Dude, I suck. Let's get out of this. Yeah. Yeah. As soon as like a couple more things get finished, I will be releasing this ROM. Yeah. So yeah, the idea for showing all the blocks at the very end, that's a Kuryaba thing. I think that's also just generally a good feature too. Now the actual block types that I'm showing are different from what Kuryaba does for invisible mode. However, they're the exact same thing as what Kuryaba does for the hard drop ghost piece. So you see I'm getting a bit sneakier. I'm changing my answers around. I'm drawing from different sources that I'm ultimately copying. am using a slightly different technique to achieve this, though. Basically, I'm switching out the character table every frame. And I have 2 copies that are like almost identical except for the dithering parts. Yeah, the invis is cool. Okay, I want to fix the flick. So, the one original thing that this has is that the pieces kind of flicker as they're being placed. That was completely by accident. That's because my code is the code is inefficient and takes like slightly longer than it should or something. I'm actually not sure what causes it, to be honest. But I just think it looks so cool. Not for the next box. For the next box, it kind of sucks, but I like the idea of just the current piece sort of just like fading. So, yeah. I'll try and trigger it one more time so you guys can all get another look at it. And then tonight's, it seems that people like it. I think giving people enough time to get used to it will be enough, and then I'll try and make it so that it does not happen with the next piece. Because that is bad. That is bad UX. The line clearance, that's how normal invis works. Normally the entire board is invisible, so it's like more pronounced. It's a bit weird because now we're mixing blocks. That's another thing that's different. Jim has a thing that just makes the entire board invisible immediately. I think it's a bit nicer to like do give sort of a little more leeway because we're not all fucking Eric ICX Gerald Freeman TGM player superstar. Yeah. I'll play low. Ish. Because the ultimate goal is to get to the line cap. Honestly, having played this, I think having the pieces, like some of the pieces stay visible and some of the pieces not is kind of confusing. Okay. Let's try and get a Tetris. Okay, we're set up, I think. Let's go. Ah, okay. And GG. Do I plan on fixing the level numbers past 29? Nah. So what's the ROM hack about? It's basically just a front end, like a visual interface for picking a bunch of different line caps and level combination, a bunch of different line caps. And I'm doing this because it gives a nice visual for the type of tournaments that I'm going to run. Would I say that I've become more popular at MIT since CDWC? Nah. I have my friends. I stick with them. No Xbox cap. That's the second person who suggested. Good job, Rhubarb. Good quote, Rhubarb. Yeah. Huh. I might experiment with the dither pattern. Dither pattern. A bit, because I'm not sure I'm too sold on this like stripey thing. It's a bit weird. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. No row, I think it's self-explanatory. What's in the colored drawers? What? Nothing, I think. This is really old stuff, yeah. So a bit of UX. You press A to sort of toggle between the seed and the grid. How hard would it be to do a pentomino cap? No, we're not doing that. That's very hard, very hard. Zohacitor has the stuff. I think it involves changing so many parts of the code base that I would not feel confident in it because all the timings need to be really good. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of just meant to be like a quick game ender thing. So when I originally had this idea of just like sort of trading between line caps, I went to Gerald because I know Gerald's been a pretty big advocate of this kind of thing for a while. Turns out he's not too jazzed on the way that I'm doing it, but he did give a lot of good feedback. And one of the like interesting things is that you want to like sort of think a bit more about the effects of each one. So for example, right now, no row and DKS are kind of similar because they both just like kind of kill you instantly. No row maybe is a bit worse because you can only clear like you can't really clear too many high points. Invis is like extremely skill based, so you could definitely break that if you're like good enough, but right now nobody's good enough. And then I think floor is like quite generous because you have quite a bit of time to clear lines and score points, so it's more of a softer thing. I think it favors people who think they can survive for longer periods of time. Obama. That's crazy. Thank you, Rhubarb, for responding to people on YouTube. You can invis at a slower speed first. What do you mean? You might be surprised to know that invisible is actually regarded as easier on level 29 and level 19 than on like 18 and lower. Yeah. And you don't have to memorize, you don't have to keep things in your short-term memory for as long when the pieces fall faster. So, for a fairly long time actually, The sprints world record, 49 sprints, the category, which is all about like raw speed in modern Tetris, was held by this guy named Hiryu. Alright, it was something ridiculously fast. I don't actually remember the time. The cool thing was that it was played with invisible blocks. And it's like, wow, that's a really cool flex. But it's not a flex because it was a deliberate choice. It's like, it's kind of like rolling. Like, it's harder to pick up initially, but when you get comfortable with the idea, then there are advantages that are tough to replace. And it is max, absolutely possible. Yeah, Yeezy and Kirby 703 have had by far the best results with that. Charcoal is really not invisible. Like, it's not. You turn up your TV brightness. Every CRT should have this feature. Like, two of the pieces are like a very light gray and the other one's completely dark, so like 2/3 of the Minos are very easy to see. I think CRTs make the shine on the black piece quite easy by default, because that gets like blurred something. Yeah. Kirby's memory is, I think, naturally just been really fucked. Cause she doesn't use strategies. That's the wild part. 38 bars. Not anymore, Abe. Or not for me at least. Because it turns out my TV brightness was set to 32 out of 64. And I had no way of knowing this because I didn't have a remote to control the TV with. So once that was fixed, I tried dusk and it was like, literally like, the difference was literally dusk to dawn. I can end stream soon, I guess. Okay, so I'm apparently being told by my parents that I should end streams soon. The reason for this is because they want to watch TV. So it's... So I think I got all the feedback that I wanted. Floor is probably about as finished as it's gonna be. Invis is like hype. Everybody knows what double kill screen looks like already, so I can just play test that on my own. No row. No. They want to watch a show and they want to watch it with me. We will be watching it on a normal flat screen. When I finish with school, I go back early January. At which point I should have a year and a half. I don't think I'll graduate early. The misspin was not intentional. I don't think it was better. Okay. Yeah, we'll just play it safe. Get the double kill screen. I think this is the no row cutoff, so... Yeah, alright. So, I think 3 main tasks. Alright, okay, let me list off all the main tasks. Okay, 1. Show the line cap info somewhere on the screen. So, like, show on the screen somewhere that's, like, this is gonna be no row. At level 39. Two, fixed invisible. But hopefully don't fix it too much because the flickering thing is kind of hype. Three, implement the tiebreaker. Oh, by the way, I didn't even talk about the tiebreaker. I can show this after this game is finished. And we know this game is going to be finished because there's a line cap. Wait. Come on. Okay, we'll stay low so that I can, like, spam the rotation button and show that it doesn't do anything. Ew. Yeah. I care about your guys. I would see that. Which loss was the hardest to stomach? TTM should do a no row line cap. I don't know. It's interesting. But I honestly feel that no row as a concept is generally bland. I could be proven wrong on this, I think, very much. I know Zoltan, Sky, like, heck, Ryan have, like, grinded this a bit, and there's probably theory. It's better than DKS. Yeah, but I think DKS will be, like, somewhat playable in the future. Yeah. No, and this is why we're doing Boston Tea parody. We get to try a lot of these things out. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, you barely get points. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna end soon, but sort of last thing that we haven't done this. I need to figure out how to make this not look ugly. This is quite bad right now. Maybe I have, like, the text flash orange instead of the, like, the actual, box behind it. No row is more similar to halt than double kill score. I do disagree. I disagree with that, Dangler. But yeah. So, for the tournaments, you can't pick the same row twice in a match. You can't pick the same column twice in a match. So, what happens if you go to a game 5? Well, that's where we come to a tiebreaker. And I think there could be a lot of discussion about this because we have a format for the tiebreaker. I think it might be a bit unpopular amongst the elites players. We're not doing Pentomino's line cap. It's maybe possible, but just not feasible to like test in the meantime. Also, like it's kind of weird because Pentomino's is like played naturally on like a much larger board, and there's details. It's a very involved ROM hack, basically. So the tiebreaker for us is going to be a race to 99999. So it'll be 18 starts, and whoever gets the earliest max out according to lines that will be calculated in game and displayed in game will win the match. So yeah. So this is like kind of the 100% opposite reaction to the other alternative, which was do an uncapped game to please all the YouTube commenters. But hi YouTube, by the way, hi YouTube chat. But from what we discovered from C2WC 2022, uncapped matches tend to be hype killers, shall we say? And having that, like, the decider be a guaranteed hype killer if it goes as expected, maybe not what we want. So yeah, we're gonna go full efficiency instead. And of course it'll be SPS. SPS is not implemented. I need to implement SPS. I need to implement all the fast mass. I need to actually implement the calculation for this. I need to make this not look ugly. This looks really bad right now. Oh, what if I did like sort of like had like sort of moved boxes like from left to right? That might be cool. That might look cool. Okay. So yeah, Boston Tea parody, January 13th. I think we're gonna try and start 12 p.m. Eastern time. Like move the next box. No. I'm thinking about like you see this cursor right now. You see how it like doesn't extend all the way to the edges? I don't like that, but there's literally no way for me to make that better. Using like this format without like doing weird stuff. So speed hack is really intrusive. I'm not really comfortable with including that in normal gameplay. Might be an option. I think originally I wanted to go full Stupid Tetris monthly for this event. Honestly, we might do that for like a different thing. I think live Stupid Tetris would be hype as shit. But we'll have to see. Okay. It is time to find somebody else to raid. So, bye YouTube.